we starting?
Yes.
Welcome back to. We don't have an official name yet. Like somebody's slacking. Like really
Please
slacking.
just say the Anime Club. It is what it says on the
The
channel.
Anime Club. Isn't it still pending?
Name pending.
It has a charm now.
Anyway, this is episode 9. We watched the 4th season of Danmachi.
But you watched, right? Season 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Just making sure. I'm very interested. Did you watch them back to back?
Yep.
Like really one at straight away?
I watched 6 episodes a day for the past 5 days.
Yeah, that sounds like something I do. That is
Until
actually
it
what I
was
do.
Done. And the last 6 episodes are not available in dub, so. That
Wait,
was
when did this
tragic.
end? When did this
I
shit
thought it
end?
ended in March.
Classic
still-
dub.
Still uploading. The most recent dub episode came out the 26th of May. Something like that.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong then.
Couldn't
So
be
if
me.
you're trying to watch it dubbed, you gotta wait another month.
You heard it from Kira. Don't watch this dubbed.
How
That's
would
what
you
she
compare
said.
the two?
I mean, I prefer the dub, but both were fine. The voices are more, how do I say it? Varied, more diverse in the dub. The range of voices. So that was better. But, voice acting quality, it was okay. I'm pretty sure they used one voice actor 3 different times for different random NPCs, like the Skyrim treatment. But I'm not 100% sure, but I
That's
think.
probably what they did.
They do that a lot. In dub.
It was particularly noticeable this time around. But it was fine. It wasn't a problem. Just a note.
I'm not sure if they did that in the sub, in the Japanese version. Because when you look at the ending, the cast credits, that shit was packed with names. It was just name after name. Except for the episodes with Belle and Ryu, then it was just those 2. I was like, damn, that's a lot of names. But that's good.
It's like 2 minutes of credits, wasn't it?
No, I was watching the ending, as I always do,
Oh, the
and then I look at the cast credits, and I was like, it didn't dawn on me that there were so many because there are episodes with just Belle and Ryu or just those 2. But usually it's the whole
'cause it changes
page.
depending on who's in the.
It's the whole freaking page. There were a lot of characters in this.
Yeah.
Are we reviewing all 4 seasons or just the latest season?
I mean, we can do a
I don't really
what's it
think I
called? We
can
can do,
talk
a
too much about
recap.
the first few seasons as much as I can talk about this one.
I was right. Everything I said that I remembered, I was right about. So
I don't even know what that means.
Neither do I. I don't really remember saying you
What
were
is
wrong.
that?
But...
I don't remember.
when I was
I don't remember
I
your
was-
takes on
when I
anything.
was trying to remember what happened in the first 2 seasons, and you guys are like, "We don't know what you're talking about. That never happened."
That's
whatever.
crazy. We still don't know what you're talking
I-
about.
Wait. Are you
Right.
talking about when you were just talking, and then I put that dementia music?
Okay, and I was right.
The dimension.
Anyway,
Man, you should have recorded that. I think that's lost media. That's definitely lost media. That is lost right next to that guy serenading Kira. Lost media.
Oh man.
But What a shame.
Good times.
What a shame.
And if you're watching, much love. Hope you're doing well.
That's nice, Kira. I'm sure someone will appreciate that.
So,
But
shall
yeah,
we
let's
begin?
let's get it started. Let's get it started. So, I guess what was everyone's thoughts on the 4th season? It was split in half. Not sure why, but it was split in half. What did everyone think about the story? Because for 22 episodes, not a lot was done.
I don't really feel like too much advanced this season. I liked it, but it's still just like generic. Like nothing insanely awful happens, if that makes sense. Like nobody's ever, you're never worried that one of the main characters is gonna die in a show like this, and that is kind of off-putting to me. But
Yes,
like,
I
it's
was
whatever.
hoping several times that someone would die, and nobody died.
anyone specific?
Yeah, what part?
Honestly, I was hoping Belle would die at some point, but like this man's arm got cut off. Spoiler alert. You should watch first and then watch. Anyway,
The
The
only
thing-
one that
First
has
three seasons first.
this
Or
man's
not.
arm just got cut off, and I was like, yes, something impactful. And then immediately, like literally 2 minutes later, he just got full healed. Like it was so pointless. Like nothing bad was allowed to happen to Belle permanently. It was disappointing. The whole, like, I'm not gonna lie, the first half, Resident Sleeper, I was bored. The first half of the season. The second half of the season, though, I really liked it. Ryu's arc,
best
if you could call
character.
it that. Their dynamic together, I liked it. I love that it shifted to, like, it went from being like basic to being like a almost survival in the dungeon. It turned into like kind of scary and grim, and I really liked that change when it was just the two of them just trying to live, and like the survival tips part, that was great. I love that. O2P, I shipped them super hard, by the way. Loved
Really?
it. It was great.
Oh, so you ship Belle and Ryu?
I do. And
Man, they were pushing that agenda hard.
They really were.
it's not gonna go anywhere, but it was nice while it lasted.
I would definitely prefer her out of any of the other characters, that's for sure.
She's the least annoying of the female characters in his harem. By far.
The least annoying.
Actually, I would say she's not annoying at all, and every other one of them is annoying as fuck. In the first half, also the story, like there was some major like Belle dick riding going on, like every.
That's the
30
whole
seconds.
show, man.
No, but like it was so intense. It was like every 30 seconds,
What?
someone was like, "Oh, Belle, you're so strong, and he's so great, and we love him so." It was so fucking annoying, and that was the whole first half. Just every 30 seconds.
You talking
fucking-
about when the gods are trying to give his name?
No,
No.
but that's also like part of it. But no, not really.
They called him an omnisexual or
I
something.
did. That was so funny. It's like, why are they saying this? What does
Yeah.
this
Is he
have to do
wrong
with
though?
anything?
He
He's
was
not.
trying
He's
to
not
do with the
wrong.
monster.
That was fucking. That was really funny and like unexpected.
Oh, and I'm glad they had some relevance this season, somewhat, a little bit.
Oh.
Though it might have just been like plot, the Xenos.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I
Just
didn't
supplying
really care for
extra
that.
plot armor to Belle because he really needed it.
That's all. it was.
apparently.
They really hyped that
Weren't they
mermaid girl up.
the part of the 3rd season?
Yeah, they were the main thing in the 3rd season, and then I wasn't expecting, like, it seems like they were just gonna move on, but then they came back at the last second to be relevant, so that was cool, I guess.
See, I thought the opposite. I thought they were gonna be more relevant
I thought they should have been as well.
because I thought because even this season I felt like they were like, oh, why are these monsters helping us? But they got so smoked they didn't even care. So I thought they were gonna explain more lore. But all we got was a mermaid.
I guess. Yeah.
She didn't even do anything other
What
than
was the point? She
move
was
the plot
literally.
She
forward.
healed him.
She was extra plot
She
armor for
healed
Bell and
him.
his bullshit shenanigans. That's all she was.
we conveniently
titties.
found mermaid girl, and
She
she
did.
could
Found titties
her blood heals people.
and titties.
The first time a girl cuts herself in the water, but it saves lives. That's what she did. I will say, I think the only thing I liked about her and Belle, the only one scene was when he got healed. He
Which
floated.
time?
He floated up in the water when he was dead.
Okay,
She
yeah.
healed him from being dead. Because I thought it was him floating, like he was a god, floating up to the sky.
He might
But
as well
instead of
be
it was
this
water, it was the water. That was the only part I liked. Everything else, she was pretty much just there to fan service and plot, and both. But I really thought they were gonna talk more about the Xenos, so I was kind of disappointed when it was episode after episode they didn't show up. I was like, oh.
I feel like they could have tied the Xenos existence in with the Juggernaut and make them more relevant that way, but it just didn't happen. So
I like the Juggernaut's reasoning.
Oh,
yeah,
I liked his design. It was
That
legitimately
was cool
scary.
too. It makes sense. If the dungeon is a living thing, you're just gonna try to fight whatever is destroying it. I like the part where they said they break stuff to buy more time,
yeah.
but I feel like they don't that's only used for plot purposes, not an actual strat. Because I feel like the strat would be, alright, you have some dude just start banging on the walls. Every fight. I mean, that's what I would do if I was there, but
I think that the world building for this anime is pretty solid for the most part. Obviously it's just the main characters are OP and everything and they just don't ever have to worry about anything. But apart from that, I think it's not, I don't know how to articulate this. It's not unreasonable for all the other stuff that's happening. Because the Juggernaut was literally killing everybody. How many people did that thing kill? It killed everybody that was on the floor.
everyone that was not a main character.
Exactly. So, and I liked how brutal it was as well.
Yeah,
the
for
gore
sure.
was surprising,
The gore
was
budget.
unexpected.
Was there a lot of gore last season, Kira? Third season?
No,
I was trying to think
there was.
because I know they'll make the characters bloody, but
Yeah.
gore.
No,
I didn't remember that.
No, nothing
Yeah,
the
so
first season.
it's a surprise
I
to be
feel like
sure. But it was.
the most gory thing that happened apart from this season was the very first season when he got saved by what's her name, Ice. When he got saved, when the Minotaur was attacking him,
Yeah.
and she just killed it in front of him, and the blood went all over him, and he just started panicking. That's the most gory thing I can remember prior to this season.
And now they just show kids getting shredded, decapitated.
And the backstory, Ryu's backstory, that one girl getting both of her arms bitten off. That was fucked up, man.
That's tragic.
And that other girl, like, literally burning alive.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was so brutal.
It was
I
sick.
thought I think that was done like really well for her backstory.
I liked how it looked when she nuked her friend.
I have a screenshot of that.
She vanished.
That was my favorite episode, was the backstory.
Yeah, it only took like 20 episodes. We finally
I
got
wasn't
it.
even invested until that second half, really.
I just okay. Like to segue on that, like I thought, I kind of agree with Kira. Like I didn't like the first half, but it wasn't like, I just felt like overall this whole season could have been done in like 12 episodes. Like I know, I feel like they were trying to in the second half trying to slow. Like every episode started with her memories. All of that should have just been one episode. And then everything else, like I just felt like, to me, I felt like it dragged. It felt like something that I should have just watched like every week instead of binging it.
I'm glad that it was in 2 parts, because I'm biased because Ryu's my favorite character, but I'm glad that the first half was not as strong, so that the second half could be a lot better. Although I guess it could have just been an entire separate season instead of like part 1 and 2. But I guess it's like, what's the difference at that point?
I think that would have been the wrong play. Thank God. I think because it had the second part, it was fine. I still think season 2 sucked so much.
Season 2 was awful.
I can't remember.
We watched together.
That was years ago. It doesn't matter. It's gone.
You remember it had that frog-looking girl, and then it also had like an animation error, which was so funny.
I don't remember that.
Family.
I don't know if Kira remembers that. That is, when I think of season 2, I think of the animation error.
What happened?
It's a frame where Lily is like talking to Belle or somebody, and you just see her talking, and they did not sync
Wait,
her face up
I
right.
remember you
remember.
saying that actually now.
They didn't sync your face up right, so it was so obvious. Because it wasn't even like it wasn't even like a close up or anything. It was the same frame. They just didn't animate her face.
It's like a 90s dub where the mouth
I
is
was
not
like-
synced up to what they're saying.
I was like, oh god. And it just went downhill from there. Yeah, season 2. We don't talk about that.
It was there.
Even though that was what? That was when, was that when Makoto showed up?
Yeah, probably.
And, the Fox girl.
Makoto showed up in the second season, and then that's why they went for Fox Girl in the third. Oh wait, maybe it wasn't.
It was season 2, because she was like one of their.
That's right. I just don't remember why she
Ex-prostitutes.
became part of the Familia. That is just so
Because
random.
Belle found her, and then he's like,
Catch them all.
he pitied her or something. I just remember it turned out she didn't even like have sex with anyone. She thought having sex was like
No,
hugging.
not
what I
um
remember.
the Fox Girl. Makoto. I don't know why she changed Familias.
She changed with when Wealth changed.
Yeah, it
Because
makes
she was
sense
helping
for
them.
Welf and
She was
Lily.
helping them, and then they were like, I remember they were like, we should just join the Familia instead. So they both changed.
She just like dropped her current homies and was like, I'm joining the super OP team.
The thing that's like so funny about the familias that I notice is like your familia is either really chill or just a piece of shit. Like, why is there no in between? Like you join, you're either cool or you're out to like murder or just harass someone.
Speaking of which, Hermes
so
wasn't in this
funny.
season at all. Right,
I'm
that's what
okay
his
with
name
He
was?
was not.
Wasn't
Only-
he like
only
looking
his,
really sinister at the end of the last season? Or is that
I
something
don't know,
else?
was he? He was in the OVA
Yeah,
that
he
I
was.
watched.
He was like he was about to betray somebody, but then it just didn't happen.
I didn't even think about that until now, that he just like wasn't there. Cause he's like a big deal, isn't he?
Only his elf girl was there. And she was there for like 1 second.
Yeah.
She saw Ree walking menacingly. That was it.
Plotting and thoughting.
Now, the reason why I remember Hermes is because he was in the season 3 OVA, which is where Belle is recruited to figure out what is up with this this hot bathhouse, and there was so much fan service. And in the end, it turned out that the familia who owned the bathhouse was using one of their members' bath water as the source of the water. And it was so funny. I was like, this was so obvious. And Hermes was there. Hermes was investigating, but he got caught by his elf person. And then he like dies off screen. Like you just hear him scream and bones break when he gets caught. That was it. But yeah, he wasn't in this one. So was Eyes. I thought Eyes would show up at least like for one episode.
I thought she would be a part of the rescue team.
But she was not.
He was
Yeah, that
like,
rescue
"Thank
team
you."
was mad weird. Let's just
I don't understand that.
let's throw in like all the background characters.
And they're
And
all
then, I don't know
level
about
4
you.
too, like
Yeah, they're all level 4. And both of the cat girls sounded the same, at least for me. So I just kept hearing the same voice.
I
But
wasn't paying attention.
I did
to
like
it
the
more.
I did like how they try to translate the cat the way they talk.
That's what I was focused on
Which
when
is
they were
so
talking. I was
funny.
like not listening to their voices at all, just like trying to figure out how they were like making them talk like cats.
Because some of them were good, but I remember a few times all they did was write the sentence and write meow at the end, which I don't think like come on. But the cat girls, they were just I don't know what. Actually, that whole rescue team really made no sense if the Xenos were there. Like for a rescue team, they didn't even do any rescuing.
It's just like the most random fucking characters ever.
So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, the story. I mean, so Kira, did you not like the boss fight with the serpents? You fell asleep during that then?
Not care about any of that. It was okay, but I was not.
Oh yeah, wait, I'm sorry, but did you guys also notice like Makoto just stopped, like she just never talked after
She
like
just,
a certain
didn't
point?
say anything.
Like she just everyone else did, and then she just like never stopped talking.
Wasn't
Even at the
she
end.
was like taking up some of the spotlight for the side characters with learning her ability thing. So I guess they were like, well, she met her quota. Let's move on and let the other ones get in here.
Probably.
And I'm not gonna complain, but like, how did she know to wombo combo her ability when she was drowning in the water? I will never know, but
She's just like dead off
She's
camera
just
for like 20 minutes.
she's just
And then
different.
conveniently, we're noticing that. Okay, that's cool. Conveniently noticing that she's using her power underwater.
And they really didn't explain how Haruhime just survived getting napalm striked.
That was interesting.
Oh wait, what was her name?
Cassandra.
What was
She
Cassandra?
was fucking
Dude, she just said the same shit
It
every
was
episode.
so annoying.
People be fighting and she's just talking about her dream. She wasn't even healing them. It was so funny.
Weird, because the first time she was talking about her dream, she was right. So I don't know why they ignored her the second time. I mean, but the second time she was really fucking wrong. But it's just weird. Like, if you know she's like prophetic, I guess, why are you just ignoring her? And her friend is she's.
I don't like. How are you in the same familia as her and then like just don't know that she can do something like that?
Yeah, Daphne was not a good
She's just
friend.
a bitch.
Maybe she got some stuff wrong in the past. But like her overall Cassandra's character was just, please repeat these same lines over and over again.
It really was.
And that was it.
Just kept rewriting the same thing in slightly different ways.
She's just speaking in different fonts.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I just feel like there really didn't even need to be 2 parts. You could have just done everything in 12 episodes. 13. I'll give it 13. Like, just do that. And you're good.
13 episodes, but the first part doesn't happen at all.
But the first part happens in like 4 episodes. Which I'm pretty sure that's what they've been doing like the other seasons. The other season 3 was only 13 episodes, right, Kira?
Yep. Or
So it's
12?
not like they can't like
13 or
just
12.
show a bunch of.
Maybe that's why they're doing it differently though.
I just don't get why. Maybe it could have used 16, but it did not need to be 22 episodes.
I mean,
Where like every episode was just like, every episode up until like the Ryu and Bell stuff was, we have a problem, we solved the problem, but then there's another problem, and then episode ends. It just happens over and over.
It's like, I hope Bella's okay. Let's just kill these things, run, scream. We did it. I hope Bella's okay. These things, run, scream. Oh, you got magic powers now that you didn't have before. Yay, we're stronger. I hope Bella's okay. And that was it. Over and over and over.
Over and over. And they could have just done that in 4 episodes. But it's weird. I like the season, but you know, it wasn't anything noteworthy to me.
Honestly, if I could have just had the Bell Ryu arc by itself, like that would have been like a 9 out of 10. For
I
me.
want more of her.
That was great.
I want her to be in the Familia, but not if she's gonna. Actually, maybe I don't, because she's just gonna suck his dick the whole time.
Well, she's already going to, regardless.
Perhaps.
At least she's like subtle about it, I guess. I don't know.
No, but you
Definitely.
didn't.
I don't think
that
subtle is
last
the word,
episode-
but
The last episode, she says, "What are these feelings? Why do I doki doki so much inside?" So he got another in the harem. He picked up another girl in the dungeon, as they would say.
And it wasn't even the mermaid girl. I like it. She just like was not a good character, I think. Like, there was just no purpose of her.
It
Fan service.
was to
And
prevent
for
Bella
the
from
plot.
having any consequences at all for the bullshit
For
that he
not-
does.
I wanna see
So he
Belle
doesn't die.
beating the shit out of again. That was a good scene.
Yeah, I give mad props to his voice actor.
He's so good.
Because I don't think... I think maybe he does that. I think like every season he just has one time where Bella's just getting absolutely destroyed.
The scene
And
with
then
the
he has to scream.
when he was poisoned, that was so
Oh, yeah,
good.
It was good.
Yeah, shout out my boy Wealth.
It was very immersive. Also, that blacksmith, I don't like him. He sucks.
I'm glad we're mentioning this now.
He sucks.
It only took you 4 seasons?
I don't remember the first half. Well,
My
except the
man-
things I was
My
right
man
about.
is an
Except
OG
I
member.
was right about.
An OG member.
He sucks.
He's the master blacksmith.
I thought it was funny how that dude was lugging around like a furnace and no one noticed. You're like, how are you gonna do this? It's like, I brought it with me.
It's in the bag, dude.
Huh, I want to confirm this, but I think he is voiced by the same guy who voiced that blonde guy in Attack on Titan.
Armin?
No, the one, the
Zeke?
armored Titan.
Oh,
Right.
I just
Reiner,
finished it.
yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. I finished Attack on Titan too, but this is not what this episode's about. Season 2.
What, season 2?
Season 2.
Never mind, I take it back.
We're not talking about this during this episode anyway, so good try. But let's see. What else? Anything else catch anyone's attention? Oh, so wait, so Kira, so you thought season 3 was good or okay?
Um, it was okay. I liked it way better than the first half of season 4. I really liked the concept of like intelligent monsters. It makes sense. That whole like the guy building, what the hell was he building? Why was he crazy? I don't know because I didn't care.
damn.
But the monsters are cool. I like them. What the hell is Vine? Is how they were pronouncing her name in the English one with a V. But in the sub, it was a W, like wiener, but without the R.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what her name is. But she was cute.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, I liked Uine.
I liked her little.
I
eyes.
enjoyed it when she reunited with Haruhime.
I hope she has more than just a drive-by in the next season.
I wanted to see more of like what happened after they got out of the dungeon. There was only like that little part at the end where Belle was walking around with Ryu.
Oh, explain something to me that I don't understand. So, at the end where they're like, the Gale Wind is dead, I guess to absolve her of her crime? I guess? What was the point of that? Like, she is very much, like, I get they're trying to be like, okay, you can live your life now. But are they saying she can't ever fight anymore? Like, she's not allowed to fight because the Gale Wind
It
is
sounds
supposed
like
to be
they're
dead?
like actually retiring her as like an adventuring character, which I'm not a fan of personally.
I think
but
that's really stupid and didn't make any sense, but alright. I
Unless
just want
she
to
gets-
I thought it was
clarification.
I thought it was because the Gale Wind is known as the menace that killed like 1,000 people.
she is.
So they just said the Gale Wind was dead, so
That whole like,
She
but
can just
she's,
do what she
but it's
wants
her
now.
justice, and her justice is great.
She
and
wiped out a whole familia and anybody connected to them.
I mean,
That's not
they
really
have
justice.
it coming.
it's like how people
I'm not-
rewrite history, you know?
I'm not saying she was right or wrong. I'm literally saying
she
like,
died, but she was
She's
a
a
hero,
even when
vigilante.
her friends are talking about, but you were always right because you were always like. There's that whole scene where they're basically like, yeah, it was fine that you did that.
Everyone can agree with it, but she's a vigilante, which is objectively against the law. Like,
Mm.
Kira, she did one genocide because her family got genocided.
I mean,
reciprocating genocide.
A
But
genocide for a
but
genocide.
Uno
did they
reverse
deserve
card.
it though? Yes. So I'm okay with that.
That's why they're letting her like live a normal life.
That's why you're not in charge of
But
anything.
why?
This is why you're the
law.
intern.
She's so powerful. Why
You would not have
throw
joined
that
the
away?
Asteria
Like, that's
Familia
dumb.
for sure.
They should let her fight if she wants to fight. She killed that
I
fucking.
don't. She'll fight.
Did she kill it?
There's no way she
Yeah,
doesn't
she did.
fight.
She killed that fucking thing. The Juggernaut. So it would be a waste of her abilities. Just
There's
to
no
be
way
like,
she doesn't fight. She's level 4.
I don't think nobody knows that she.
They just
killed her,
won't
though.
associate her as the
Didn't
Gale
they
Wind
literally-
anymore.
like, whatever.
She's
No.
gonna
They're
have
not
to
gonna
have
be
a
like, hey,
makeover.
Gale Wind, help me out. They'll
But
just
they
be
know
like,
it's. Don't they know that it's
rewind.
her? I'm confused.
I don't think so. Because
have
when they were like, I think the only people wasn't it the adventurers, and they all got massacred. So it was just the
Oh,
dude
they
with the
didn't-
one eye, who only knows.
But they were saying, wasn't he saying like, oh, she came in and saved us all, and she's a hero? But
And she
then he
died.
said she died. But they know that she didn't. They don't know that she's the Gale Wind. That's the issue.
Maybe.
Sure.
I guess so.
Sure. Until shit hits the fan and she uses the Gale Wind's powers again.
No, that's not the Gale Wind. That's Ryu Lion.
Who looks exactly the same and has all the same abilities. Okay.
Yeah,
I hope
it's
she
like
looks-
it's like a
Her-
Superman.
Her design is so good.
That's it.
I love her hood. It just like looks like leaves.
And her fighting panties.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
understand
I
that,
love
but
that. That's what I'm
I don't
into.
really care about that. I like her like assassin type look.
Anyway, I hope she gets more screen time in the next one.
I do too.
And Lily gets less screen time. And Hestia gets less screen time again.
Hestia
So
has
you're a
no
Hestia
screen time.
hater?
And it was.
Yeah,
it
why
was
you
the
a Hestia
perfect-
hater?
She was there
It was
for
the
like
perfect
5
amount.
minutes
Kira
collectively.
definitely skipped the ending. for
5
sure.
minutes collectively.
Guaranteed.
The first ending was literally like you play a visual novel and you chose the Hestia route. I totally forgot how Hestia sounded like. I was like, damn, she sounds super high pitched.
All she
But it
did-
wouldn't make sense that she was in there, because they're not allowed to go in, right?
I don't think so.
I think that was like a plot point in one of the seasons.
Otherwise, nobody would ever like die.
Oh wait, we didn't mention it, but I think my favorite part of the second half was the Colosseum. I liked that.
That was interesting.
I liked its idea, and it's like I thought the lower half, the whatever it's called, the deep floors. I thought that the design was okay. I think it could have, if they were gonna call it the White Palace, they could have made it seem more white than beige.
I think the whole thing behind
But-
that is that they changed the color scheme to make it like to change the atmosphere and the mood.
Yeah, it was definitely bleak, but I thought it was cool. They just kept respawning. Like 0 spawn cooldown.
I don't know, what is the girl at the guild's name? I can't remember. It starts with an E, I think.
Aina?
Is that what it is? That
The,
doesn't.
I don't know.
With the brown hair, the elf?
And the glasses,
elf.
yeah.
Yeah, the Aina.
I remembered her saying that something about like the monsters coming out of the walls when they die, like just like immediately respawning, but I was just assuming that that would be like naturally part of the floors at like a lower level. I also, speaking of that, how many floors are there in the first place? Because I don't really understand how they're referring to all of them as like the lower and middle, and I don't understand that.
I feel like
Maybe
they
it's
talked
just-
about that in a season. I just don't remember.
Maybe it's just deep floors because that's the deepest they could get regularly.
That would make sense, I guess.
Well, that's like the deepest a lot of them got, right? Because that same elf girl, she's like, or was it Ryu said like, the Zeus Familia went down there, and we all know those guys definitely ain't around or something. Because she said it was a long time ago. I mean, damn, if you don't got a unicorn horn, you dead. You are dead.
Oh.
You end up like those 3 randoms.
Yeah, in the third season, there was a unicorn like just chilling. It was one of the friendly. It didn't talk. It was just like a side character.
They killed him.
Wait,
It didn't show up this season, and I was
wait, there
like, where
wasn't
did
a
he get
unicorn
that
this
horn?
season?
Where did he get that horn from? No, it was no unicorn this season. But I remember, yeah, it was just, it never said anything or did anything. I don't even think it was animated, but it was in a couple of scenes where it was just chilling with the good monster.
Wolf killed him.
He was. Oh damn, he did, huh?
It's over.
Wolf got the message too soon that they were friendly. I mean, that's why I was like so confused this season, because I thought the natural progression from season 3 was there are actual like sentient monsters, but everyone only knows monsters as bad people. So I thought the natural progression was we're gonna go into the dungeon and show that they're actually helping us.
Remind me why they went down there in the first place. And like they had a mission to go down there, but why?
Find Belt. They were the rescue squad.
No, before that.
But like their whole reason for going down and like initially in the first half,
expedition. Yeah.
that's because they're like high-ranking guild or familia.
Oh. So they went down.
Oh wait,
there
you
and
talking
had to
about
be
like
rescued.
you talking about like why the Hestia Familia went down there?
Yeah, in the first place.
Oh yeah, because they got like a mission or something. An expedition. And they were like, cool.
So they're the reason Bell almost died. Should have. It would have been cool if like his arm got like it stayed cut off at least until he came back up, and then the healers like restored him. But I guess he wouldn't have been able to fight if that had happened.
I just want to see him lose the arm forever, dude. I want to see him end up like the dwarves and the elves that they saved. They're gonna have to have prosthetics.
That's what I thought was gonna happen when his arm got cut off. Is he was gonna get like a prosthetic arm or some magical bullshit was gonna happen, but no, like literally 2 seconds
Some magical
later,
bullshit did happen.
okay, but it could have been better magical bullshit than that. Like he wasn't even in danger. He was healed immediately.
Bro, he was dying. What do you mean?
No, but he wasn't. He really wasn't.
His
He
eyes
was
glazed
dying.
over.
He was
He was
dying.
fine the whole time. He was big chilling. He just needed a nap.
Yeah, a nap that never ends. Good thing he was thrown into the water. Otherwise, the mermaid couldn't have saved him.
Also, good thing that the Juggernaut let Ryu heal him.
Multiple times.
I think it would have been interesting if the Juggernaut like played with Ryu more, if that makes sense, like to fuck with her, cause like it recognizes her or something. I thought that the mark on its leg from when it killed Ryu's Familia, I thought that was gonna be important, and it just wasn't. Because it just ate all the monsters in the lower floor and fucking transformed.
Is that conclusion?
Is there anything
that
else?
conclude it?
No, Stan Ryu.
Are we just reviewing, like, not reviewing, are we just rating season 4 or the whole thing?
Wait, what do you mean? You want us to rate the whole thing?
I'm
Collective.
asking the question.
You can rate season 3 as well if you want, but I'm only gonna rate season 4.
I rated the other seasons, but I will rate
Yeah.
season 4.
What do you give it, Calvin?
I liked it. Like I said, I just thought it did not need 22 episodes worth of my time. So I'm giving it a 3, which means it was good.
I keep thinking you're like 3 out of 10.
3 out of 5, Kira.
I know.
No, 3 out of 10, you're right. Garbage.
Awful.
Imagine standing Ryu. Couldn't be me. Okay, who
Lack
wants to
of
rate next?
Hestia is a plus.
Debatable.
So much Lily is a minus. I like Aisha. She's cool. I don't know why I like her, but I do.
I
Even though
wonder why.
She's just as thirsty as the rest of them, but I don't know. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Speaking of her, I like the part where Well froze the river and she was just running on the ice. Like full speed. I knew she wasn't gonna fall, but I just thought that was funny. I'm like, okay.
With her bare feet.
You just sprinting bare feet on ice.
That's a level 4
Got
adventurer,
6
man.
schools.
But yeah, continue, Kira, my bad.
Damn, I really would rate that last half like 9 or 10 out of 10. But with the first half, I'm gonna say 7 out of 10.
I agree. I think that the first half was definitely 7 out of 10. It's kind of boring. And then second half, loved it. Probably like a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I suppose that concludes.
That's
The number
Don
you
Machi.
Oh, you're giving them separate numbers?
Overall, I guess it's like 8 out of 10 if you're gonna take the average.
He wants to take the average, Kira.
Oh, we have to put one number unless you want to do two.
I'll
If you
put it
really
at 8 out
want
of
to
10.
rate both, if you really want to rate both halves, you can rate both halves.
If you want me to do that, I can put both of them. But
I'm just gonna give it 1.
but yeah, that-
There's no rule saying you can't give out multiple ratings.
And that concludes this episode of the Anime Club.
The
Name Pending.
Anime Club, name pending.
Woo!
Take care out there. Be safe.
Wait, what are we watching next?
Stan Ryu.
Any sneak peeks?
No.
No? Alright.
We're watching an anime.